Morning, guys. We're live. Walking Wisdom, episode 7. As you can see, not actually walking. That's because it's tipping down the rain outside. Don't know when the rain's going to subside over the next few days, so I probably won't be walking to work for a few days. So thought I'd do a Walking Wisdom live from the box room, from my studio, where the magic happens. How you all doing anyway? It's episode 7. Had a really good response the last 6 episodes, doing really well, getting loads of views, loads of people messaging me, wanting to talk about stuff, discussions being started. You know, it's a really good feeling, being able to just convey positivity to people and people to respond in such a positive way, especially in the times we live in. It's important that if you've got something, you know, something to say that's going to help anybody or the situation that they're in, then that you do that. Don't keep it to yourself. Positivity is really important at the moment. I want to talk today about taking control of your life and asked a really profound question the last Facebook Live that I did, and it's, who do you want to be? Now, who do you want to be? It's that easy. Do you know you can be anyone you want to be? So I was growing up, your mum and dad would tell you, oh, you can do whatever you like, you can be whatever you want to be. Morning, Helen. You can be whoever you want to be, you can do whatever you want, but it is really that easy. It sounds quite profound, but it's that easy. You can actually be whoever you want to be. And the way you do that is something, you know, I call visualization or will. It's also known as the self-fulfilling prophecy, Pygmalion effect. And it goes something like, well, you've heard the axiom, fake it till you make it. Sounds a bit silly. Sounds like hasn't got much behind it, but you don't know how true that is, you know. Whoever you be, whoever you want to be on a day-to-day basis, then you act like that person. You put whatever you can into being that person. And, you know, it's an old Hindu wisdom from the Vedas that what a man thinks, or woman, they become. It's a fact. It's like, morning, Katrina. Glad you can join us. What a man thinks, he becomes. Now, I've read a lot of work from some clinical psychologists like Dr. Paul Purcell, people like this, and it's a fact that going through the motions alters the emotions. It's just a fact. Going through those motions on a day-to-day basis, being that new person that you want to be, completely changes everyone's emotions. The cycle goes something like this, you see. So our actions, the way we act on a day-to-day basis, that impacts other people's beliefs, and then that causes other people's actions to be different. Then that reinforces other people's beliefs about you, which then changes the atmosphere you're in, which then affects your actions again. So it's a morning, Nicola. So it's a big cycle, the self-fulfilling prophecy. So whatever you act like, then that influences other people. It changes their behaviour, which then influences the atmosphere around you, which then influences you again. And before you know it, you don't know who you were. You know that person that you're acting to be. What was that? Was it Donnie Bravo? A film? I can't remember. It was something like that. I think it was a true life story. It's a film, I think, with Johnny Depp in. I'm not quite sure. I'm not up on my films too much. But it's like a guy infiltrated, a FBI agent infiltrated the mafia, and he stayed in there quite a few years, and he made friends with all the mafia, and eventually forgot who he was. You know, turned from this lovely cop, this nice, working for the people, to actually became a mafia guy, really. All his friends were in the mafia. And he started to forget who he was. And I mean, the culmination of the movie was when his wife shouted at him saying, who are you, who are you? And he ended up slapping her, which he would never have done before. Just because, morning, Nicola, because he didn't know who he was anymore. The fact is, whatever you act like, and we all put on a mask, we put on a mask everywhere we go. And sometimes we forget who we are. But what we forget is, it's so profound that it's so easy for you to change that mask. It's that easy. You don't have to let emotions drag you through life or circumstance drag you through life. Whoever you want to be, put that mask on And it might take a week, it might take 2 weeks, it might take a month. There's no time for it. It depends what situation you're in. I mean, if you go into a new job and you put on a new mask, you're that person from the start. Morning, Joe. If you've been in a job for years and people know who you are, then putting on a new mask doesn't always change circumstances straight away, but it will. And people forget. People forget what happened last week, the week before, month before, 2 months before. That new mask that you've put on is the new you. It's that easy to be who you want to be. It's that easy. So I talked before in my last episode about letting go, about dreams and letting go. Thinking about who you want to be before you go to bed and meditating on that in an essence and going to sleep. Well, it's exactly the same. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? You are that person. It's that easy. Morning, Amelia. I'm ready for today's session. I don't know if you are. Yeah, so like I said, your actions impact other people's beliefs. And then this impacts other people's actions. Then other people's actions change and it influences the atmosphere around you, which then influences your actions again. It's a massive cycle. The self-fulfilling prophecy, you know, visualization of will. Morning, Josh. Morning, Sharon. So yeah, just going to finish with, who do you want to be? It's that easy. Put that mask on today. Strut your stuff. The new you. The person you want to be. And that's you. It's that easy. Visualization of will. Be you. Have a great day, guys. See you soon. Walk in Wisdom. # Walk in Wisdom. Episode 7. Facebook.com/Arrow Wellness. ARRO Wellness. Robert Baton. And I'm out.